NYSE listed Smith+Nephew is developing medical devices that it says will restore patients' bodies and their self-belief. I had the opportunity to sit down with CEO Deepak Nath ahead of the event, who shared more details about the work the firm is doing. You can take a listen.
Smith+Nephew is a 170-year-old medical technology company. We were founded in the north of England in 1856. We started in wound care with basically bandages, and we've grown since then to be a global company. We operate in 70 countries, and we are in orthopedics, we're in sports medicine, we're in wound care and ENT.
So unpack that for us. What are you providing and who are your customers?
So our customers are hospital systems all around the world, and there are surgeons and there are other nurses and doctors and so on in these health systems. And what we provide are equipment that surgeons use in surgeries. So we make, for example, in orthopedics, artificial knees and artificial hips and shoulders, and surgeons place them in patients that are in need of these types of devices. And we also make bandages. We make biologically derived materials. And so we've got a whole portfolio of products fundamentally aimed at making patients better and enabling them to lead a life unlimited, which is our sense of purpose.
And the technology I mentioned at the top of the interview, Tessa, Corey, and Pico, medical technology that you've developed. You're going to be sharing more about it and highlighting it at your 2025 Capital Markets Day. There was one in London. This one is in New York at the NYSE. Can you talk more about that technology and what else you'll be covering at that event?
Sure. At Smith+Nephew, over 170 years, we're proud to have pioneered some new technologies that have defined the standard of care, highly disruptive technologies that have brought about new innovations to actually help patients live better lives. And three of the examples are ones that you highlighted, Pico, Corey, and Tessa, and they're in each part of our business. And there are many more, but there's three that we are highlighting. So Tessa is a brand new way of doing minimally invasive surgery to repair tendons and ligaments. It's called spatial surgery. There's nothing like it in the world today. And what that helps surgeons do is plan their surgeries better and execute better so that patients have better outcomes. So think of it as Google Maps for surgeons, right? So they're in a knee, for example, and they want to know where they are and where they want to go to be able to fix whatever it is that's broken. And Tessa enables surgeons to do that, to navigate their way within a patient's body. That's Tessa. The second is Corey. Corey is our robotic platform that enables orthopedic surgeons to optimize how they put in knees or hips or shoulder. So it enables surgeons to plan out their surgeries, execute to that plan. And when they do that, they minimize the variability that they encounter from patient to patient. And when they do that, actually patients ultimately benefit when having better outcomes. So that's a surgical robot for our orthopedic systems. And Pico is something that we pioneered. We were the first to bring to market a single-use negative pressure therapy. So when you have large wounds, either post-surgical wounds, other hard-to-heal kind of wounds, these type of wounds benefit from having essentially a vacuum, a negative pressure around the wound. And what that does is inhibit infections from forming at the wound site, and actually ultimately enables the wounds to heal faster. And so what we did was pioneered a way to take this negative pressure therapy and bring it into a home or non-hospital based setting. And so this has been on the market for about 10 years now, and it's done a phenomenal kind of contribution to patient care. And we're looking forward to growing that as we take that to even more markets around the world.
And I understand part of this Investor Day, you're also planning to discuss your strategy and financial targets moving forward. Can you share more about that?
Yeah, we're really excited to unveil a new strategy for the next 3 years. We call it RISE, and it's an ambitious but achievable strategy that elevates Smith+Nephew to levels that we've never seen before. And what it's done, it's built on a transformation that we've undertaken of the company over the last 3 years, where we've addressed some of the issues that have held us back, driven productivity right across the company, and actually accelerated growth in our businesses that have been strong or well positioned to begin with. So the combination of which is we're a company that's firing on all cylinders. We're a much stronger culture, much sharper in our execution and greater rigor in kind of how we do things. So that as we start this new chapter called Rise, we've got a great set of tailwinds that are propelling us. And what we're expecting to deliver is top line growth that's over and beyond what we've been able to deliver so far. So under the transformation program, we went from being a single-digit growth company to a mid-single-digit growth company. And under Rise, we expect to deliver 6 to 7% growth, so further accelerate growth. In addition, we expect to grow profit more than our revenue. We expect to grow our profits 9 to 10%. And we expect to dramatically step up our free cash flow generation. We started in 2022 generating $56 million of free cash flow. And this year, we've guided the market that we would deliver $800 million in cash flow. And by 2028, at the end of the next 3-year chapter, we expect to deliver $1 billion in free cash flow. And at the same time, we expect to improve our return on capital from about 9% this year to 12 to 13% by 2028. So you put these elements together, what we are shooting for is a company that's going to accelerate growth, drive further profit growth and margin expansion to go with it, and actually generate significant free cash flow. And we would expect to do is take some of that free cash flow that would give us optionality to further scale our businesses where we're already strong. And so that's M&A, strategic M&A that we hope to undertake in this next 3 years.
Thanks, Smith+Nephew CEO Deepak Nath, for that interview.